Alice, can you hear or see? I lost your photo. But there you go. Can you hear me? Your camera should be coming on. You have to unmute yourself. There you go. How are you, Alice?
Yes,
a big hug.
Hi to you, Hesma. Good to see you.
Welcome. I can't believe you came all the way to Texas, and I missed you. Even though I'm not in Texas anymore, I would have sure tried to make the trip.
Yes, I did. I came for the DFW Autism Conference in North Texas.
How
and it was really nice.
It? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alice Mundia. She's from Kenya, and she is here to interview us. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Hesma. Thank you.
How did you enjoy the conference?
The conference was very good. There was a lot to learn, especially on the new, not necessarily new, but on the scientific methods being used in terms of ensuring that persons on the autism spectrum receive the best interventions, especially issues on ABA. There was a lot of issues on argumentative communication devices, alternative communication devices. There was a lot of good discussions in the conference, which is very helpful, yes. Okay. Especially for us in Kenya.
And you have an organization in Kenya.
Yes, my name is Alice Mundia, as I said earlier, and I'm the chairperson of Different Talented Society of Kenya. The organization is basically a psychosocial support group of parents with children on the autism spectrum. It's a group that brings together about 500 parents to come together and provide each other with psychosocial support.
And what are some of the things that you do for the psychosocial support in Kenya?
Okay, basically our role is to create awareness both in Kenya and outside Kenya, and also to provide psychosocial support to our parents and also to children on the autism spectrum. We do this by organizing activities, events, workshops. We invite professionals to come over on board and discuss on the various topics that would be of interest to parents. We are also involved in promoting issues related to autism in Kenya, and also kind of like sharing information with our organization, sharing ideas, establishing partnerships with like-minded organizations, governments, basically for the welfare, the general welfare of persons on the autism spectrum in Kenya. Yes.
That is wonderful. How long have you been doing this? Oh, we lost you. How long have you had the organization?
We established the organization in 2016 when we identified that there was a lot of gaps in terms of parents receiving intervention. You know, basically down here in Kenya, it's a bit hard to get some of these resources and even to get interventions when children are diagnosed that they are on the autism spectrum. When you get the first diagnosis, it's a bit difficult because the resources, the information sometimes is not available. So we came together as parents, as a group of parents, to kind of like support each other on the journey. And basically the organization has continued to grow. Yes.
I have news for you. Depending on what state you're in here in the United States, it's probably the same thing. You realize that?
Oh. Yes, to some extent, yes. But I like the fact that in the US, it's kind of like different from Kenya because you guys have been able to adopt the scientifically proven methods. I saw like the interventions, the ABA. For us, so basically we have a real gap when it comes to training of professionals in Kenya. Another key issue we have is challenges in inclusive learning. which probably to some extent, I was told that the schools in the United States, in a lot of instances, will have a bit of inclusive learning. I don't know to what extent, but down here, I think the challenges are much more. Yes.
I see.
Yes.
And what would you like to give the parents as a tip that you have seen that's worked in your community?
I think one of the key issues I would want parents to know is immediately once your child is diagnosed as being on the autism spectrum, you need to move with speed in terms of early intervention. You need to look out for resources. You need to look out for information because sometimes there's no clear guideline on how you're supposed to go ahead and take care of your child. So you need to fight to get that information. You need to look out for psychosocial support. You need to go to the internet and get a wealth of information. You need also to talk to the various professionals who may be available within your area. And sometimes also we have a key challenge in Kenya where a lot of children probably are not diagnosed. Also, it's very key that children are assessed early enough so that they receive the interventions early enough. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. What would you say to someone who has an older child on the spectrum? And as we know, the trends in treatment change. So if you have someone who has an older child, we kind of feel left out sometimes. What have you done, or what are your thoughts about that?
My thoughts about that is you need to get the child as independent as possible. Because one of the key issues will be to get them to identify a specific talent, things that they are good at, things that they can be able to undertake, and also try to support them to become as independent as possible as a parent. You need also, I'm sure most of the children who may have been born earlier, before a lot of interventions came in, a lot of them have not received the early intervention early enough. But it's never too late. As a parent, you just need to do your best to ensure that your child becomes independent and you identify the specific talents, things that they're good at, things that they can be able to do. Because one of the key challenges we have is employability and transition.